lovely tip here is just going to help me demonstrate. Thank goodness she doesn't have tennis elbow or golfer's elbow, but for some people it is something that they struggle with, and I just want to chat a little bit about the difference between the two. We have both golfers and tennis elbow. Golfer's elbow is going to be what we call medial epicondylitis, such a big word for such a thing that can be such a big problem. So it essentially means that the muscles that attach onto the inside of the elbow, they become overworked and they get inflammation in the tendons. So that often is from movements that will require that like swinging rotational movement like you get with golf. So the swing through movement from golf, that can cause that issue here. Then tennis elbow opposite side would be what we call lateral epicondylitis, which is when you have the muscles that attach onto the outer side of your arm, so right over here where that little bone is, that gets a lot of inflammation, and that's usually from things like tennis and also more recently paddle, which I think more people are suffering with. And so that would be from this rotational movement, and it's also from a lot of extending at the hand. Funny enough, you actually see this a lot with people who work a lot on laptops because they're always lifting here, typing with their fingers, and then they get inflammation as well that can mimic a tennis elbow. What does that mean for Pilates? For Pilates, it means that you might have pain with certain exercises. So if Tiff were to maybe try and lift her hands and put her hands down on the floor for an exercise, it might cause pain on the outside of the elbow for tennis elbow. Lucky enough, golfer's elbow, we don't usually see as much pain on the inside, so you're less affected in Pilates. But what you might need to do as well is just, if you aren't already seeing one, see someone like a physio, chiro, doctor. The inflammation needs to be under control first, because you might find that when you come to Pilates and you start doing exercises, it's going to start hurting and get worse. When you come to Pilates, we can help you manage it if it does cause a little bit of pain during the class. But it's very important to tell your instructor if you have pain and if you have any of these issues so that we can help you to adjust.